See, when you are studying academics, when you are in your 6th standard, 7th standard, when you are in the intermediate schooling, or even college, for example, when you are in college, when you are focused on academics, it's very important not to expose yourself to too many entertainments, because the more you expose yourselves to too many entertainments and socializing, then we lose focus on academics. So while you are at study, it's very important to disengage from certain socializing, certain entertainment, because those things that will allow you to defocus from academics. We must be able to disengage. Similarly, in our living, in our spiritual pursuit, for example, it's very important to de-link from some other intense indulgences into whatever. It could be shopping, it could be some emotional home or emotional gratifications. So it's very important to de-link and disengage if you are a sincere spiritual seeker. Just like in academics, while in school, it's very important to focus on the material of education. Similarly, see, for example, how did you study mathematics? You studied mathematics, if you recall, your teacher gave you problems to solve. And you know, a good student is the one who seeks more problems, practicing to solve more problems. Some of the students, a good student, would even pay money to buy a book full of problems, so that the more he solves problem, the more he is practicing to solve problems of mathematics, the better he becomes equipped to learn mathematics. So if a teacher gives you more and more problems in mathematics class, what do you call the teacher? A good teacher or a not so good teacher? You cannot blame the teacher for giving you problems, because the teacher has to give you problems so that you can practice to solve them. So similarly, a spiritual teacher may also give you problems and educate you how to solve it, and it's up to you to learn to solve it. And you see, chemistry is all about balancing equations. You know about covalent bond, electrovalent bond. So when an excitement comes, perhaps there is some disruption in the harmony, and then imbalance occurs. And similarly in living, we have many imbalances. And the objective of living is not to run away from imbalance, but to learn to balance the equations. In relationship, there is an equation. There is an equation at your place of work between people. There's imbalance in the equation, and the learning must be to how to balance this equation between people. So we learn problem solving from mathematics. We learn balancing equations in chemistry, and then we know while we are in academics, we cannot get too much entertained, and we cannot get too involved in other things, so that our focus should not shift from academics. Similarly, a sincere seeker of spiritual development must know how to de-link, how to disengage from a lot of engagement, other than austerity, other than sacrifice. So we have various kinds of bonding between two molecules, and similarly, a relationship is about bonding. A bonding that is very private and personal to two individuals, and that bonding must not be shared by everybody. And that's what gives sanctity and serenity to a bonding in a relationship, which is very sacred and secret to just two individuals. So a good relationship must have a very intimate bonding, and that bonding which is never shared with other people. Just like other than balancing equation in chemistry, we also have how the molecules bond with each other. So, and we have homework during academics. We take home some work to do, and when we do not complete it, some punitive action is taken. Just like you are fined by the government. The government puts a fine on you if you do not pay your taxes on time. So there is a taxing machinery while in academics, some punitive action if you do not complete your tasks. Similarly, that is amounting to pain. For example, in the gymnasium, when we go for workout of cardio or build muscles. There's immense pain in the body. So similarly, a seeker, a spiritual seeker, must also learn that pain is inevitable part of growth. So avoiding growth, avoiding problems, avoiding the rigor to balance equations, and attempting to avoid punitive actions does not make you suitable for spiritual pursuit. These are the lessons I learned in the academics while at school. Similarly, in physics, when I learned physics, I was introduced to the word friction, and we have frictions in our interactions, in our engagement with our daily routines, in our going to work, in a traffic jam. We experience friction. So like in physics, it's very important for our left brain to be developed. Our left brain to be developed so that we can calibrate the friction, we can analyze the friction, we can scrutinize the friction, we can measure the friction. So a spirituality is not devoid of your left brain capabilities. Like in physics, we learned the formulae to understand the friction. So it's very important to understand and relate to the frictions, because it's going to be there. Today or tomorrow, the nature is going to demand more and more from us. So when the demand of the nature becomes an overload, then we need to eliminate the friction, and then we equip ourselves to develop ourselves to move on, to handle the further demands from nature. In electronics, we have words called AND, NAND, NAND, OR gate. So this is amounting to circuitry, and our system has circuitry. We may call it nadis, and the circuitry is like the current goes through them. We have the prana that goes through the circuitry, and there are checks and balances we call chakras. So it's very important, like in electronics, understanding the gates. We need to understand the checks and balances and the movement of the circuitry, the movement of the energy through the circuit in our system. So we, just like how we learn electronics, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and other subjects like punitive action, like being taxed or having to pay a fine for fumbling, spirituality is not very different. So it is just a matter of moving on from academics to spirituality. Welcome, welcome.